since y'all stuck around this long, I'm going to do this. I don't usually do this piece online. This is like more
so we
just in person.
We privy to this.
They say that actions speak louder than words, but I don't even feel like our acts are being heard. And no matter how hard I grind, I still find myself screaming, sit down, because I got something to say. Now, I'm not just here to entertain. I'm here to share some pain. But don't sweat. I'm not just going to toss it all on you like some drunken stepfather who needs 40-ounce crutches as he limps his way through life trying to find his self-esteem 1/5 at a time. Because you see, that's not really pain. That's just sober remorse for the last time that mom spent 3 days on the couch barely conscious because he thought he'd try to combine equal parts of alcohol, testosterone, and bleach, and the lack of having the first clue how to just reach out and touch someone. But I digress. Because I'm here to share some pain, not just to entertain like some after-school special where the deadbeat dad always comes back to become the hero that all dads are supposed to be. That is, when he's not too busy trying to find himself in the snatch of some catch that probably should have been thrown back anyway. But damn if he don't stop his fishing, not even long enough to recognize that the bait that he's using, it's the very same thing that he's afraid of losing. And there ain't no Rogaine out there on the market anywhere that can help you grow your self-respect back. But again, I digress. Because I'm not just here to entertain. I'm here to share some pain, like the pain of having to punch that time clock when you'd really rather be punching your manager right in the jock just for getting paid 6 figures for telling how you're punching that clock wrong. And how the fuck can it be wrong anyway when the only reason you're punching, the only reason you're cussing, the only reason you're fighting shit, the only reason you're even trying is just to ensure that your kids at least eat. Because they never do seem to get that treat of having both mommy and daddy home at the same time. And shit, just having that home is enough to make you want to punch more than that clock, but you're still in shock because that late payment and that negative bank statement, they're still both sitting there in your mailbox. I don't care how many times you try to crush them all the way in the back, reminding you that you didn't buy your piece of the rock. No, you're just leasing. But that's not really pain either. That's just frustration from a lack of salvation because your spirit's done gone south of the duration and you went and got yourself stuck in some fucked up situation because you were fooled into trying to chase down somebody else's American dream. No, I'm talking about real pain. Like the pain of having to face that it seems like there just ain't no place where we can go anymore, where we can find a Crazy Horse or a Malcolm X or a Cesar Chavez. Or even a Norma Ray for that matter. No, now they're trying to go back to making us believe that our heroes are supposed to be cops. Bad boys, what you gonna do? Well, I mean, other than usher in the new Confederacy as they systematically create the next Great Depression. And can someone please explain to me what the fuck is so great about depression anyway? See, I am of the impression that they're just waiting for the dust to blow us over so they can swoop on in and pick up the pieces. All the while, they're invoking Jesus. Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad omens, but ain't nobody died on a cross for all this shit. But if you sit down, I said sit down and pay attention to what's going on at dimly lit poetry rages, then you may find that we all have our own double crosses to bear. And if we could just learn how to share, then maybe everywhere would hear the word. Now, this word, it ain't about misused messiahs. And it ain't about just another bloody war. And it certainly ain't about a bunch of people sitting on our asses hoping that somebody else finds the cure. No, this word is about the completion of a circle back to the way that things are supposed to be. Naturally. And I believe it was even one of the conquerors who said that every decent country needs one every 70 years or so just to keep them straight. Now, I ain't no math teacher, and I don't know about you, but it seems like we're about like 250 years overdue now. I know we can't all just hop on our horses and ride all the way back to the promised land, so I invite you all to join in this circle and share your pain. And don't restrain, and don't sit down and listen to some punk-ass bitch standing up here telling you to sit down and shut up, because it's time for us all to get up, stand up. Come on. Stand up for your rights. I know you know it. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Because the renegades are the people with their own philosophies. They change the course of history. Everyday people like you or me. Everyday people like you or me. Everyday people like you. That's revolution.